Hi everyone, welcome back. Now it's time to set up our complete development environment. Today we are install the code editor, browser, Node.js, Git and modern terminal. This will take just a few minutes. So let's jump right in. Before we start, let me quickly explain what we are installing. A code editor for writing the code, browser for testing website, Node.js for running JavaScript, Git for our version control, and a terminal for running command. Those are the essential tool every modern developer use. Also, we can use this. Let's get started. At first, we are installing the Visual Studio Code. Go to code.visualstudiocode.com, and Visual Studio Code is the most popular editor used by the million of developers. It's free and works everywhere. So just download it. I'm using the Mac, so that's why it's showing download for Mac. If you are a Windows user or Linux user, you can see the defined text. After installing the Visual Studio Code, the code actually look like this. Okay, so it's perfect. Visual Studio Code is installed. Okay. If you are seeing the welcome page, you can see there is a start menu, and the recently you are working some project, it's showing it here. So okay, let's moving to our next installation, the nodejs.org, this URL, and download the LTS version. That's a long-term support. Actually LTS mean when you click this button, you can see the LTS option. Okay, the most stable version, you can say. Run the installer, click next to everything and install. Node.js is let you run the JavaScript outside the browser and come with the npm, the package manager we will use to install the libraries and tools later. Now Git for our version control. What is it? We can learn it later, but just install it for it's helping us. And visit gitscm.com and download this Git. If you are Windows, you can see the Windows written here. Otherwise, I'm from Mac. I'm using the Mac. That's why the Mac are showing here. Okay. When you are installing this Git, there is an option. You can see the default browser. You can choose the VS Code for the default browser, or actually, eventually, it's automatically select the Visual Studio Code for you. So you don't need to do anything. Just go to the next, and install it. That's it. Okay. Next, for the terminal, I'm using the warp or wrap or warp actually. I don't know what is the pronunciation, the correct pronunciation. So sorry for that, but I call it warp. For the terminal, I personally use warp. It's modern AI powered terminal that's incredibly fast and user friendly. So go to this page and download it. Okay, and it's actually look like this. This is the page. You can see some welcome text also coming when you are installing. You need to sign in or register for. I'm signing first, so that's why it's look like this. So I already cleared something. That's why it's just a blank page. Okay, we also know it in the future. So for our next tools, we are using, actually we need to install the browser. So I recommend you to install all types of browser like Google Chrome and Mozilla and Google Chrome. So we need both browser because we need to test our website, our web pages, how it's look like. So my recommendation is install both browser. Okay, but I am using the Dia browser in Mac. You can also install the Dia browser if you want, because the UI is really good. I like it. It's AI powered. That's why. Okay. Now we need to test that is everything is working fine or installing properly or not. Okay. So let's verify everything is installed. Open your terminal. So as I say, I'm using the web. So open it and just write very fast node space hyphen hyphen version. It suggests you. Okay. So I'm using version 24. Okay. Then you also need to check npm. Sorry, this is called. Okay. At first we check the git version. Okay. Let's see. Git version is 2.50. That means it's all also installed properly, right? Okay. Another is npm version also. The version is 11. That means our installation is completed and it's installed properly. Otherwise, the version is not showing. Okay. Now go to the Visual Studio Code. But at first, for the organization, we organized our folder structure. And if you see, this is the Explorer part, File Explorer, actually, where you are showing your all types of files and folder. Okay. So here we actually create a folder. So what it calls like YouTube, our JS course. Okay. So this folder, just drag and drop here. Okay, it's coming here. Just cut it. You see, this is our folder. Our VS Code, it's call it workspace. So at first, very first time we can create files and folder from here. Create here. So we call it's hello world and .js. Okay, enter. So remember, JavaScript file sometimes, actually I most of the time I'm following this lowercase naming convention. You can follow any types of types of convention if you want. It's called kebab case, right? You now have VS Code, Node.js, Git, modern terminal, and multiple browser. Everything a professional developer needs. Everything actually. So okay, that's it.